My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Time to play the Regent. Ooh, let's do it. Let's do it, Regent, buddy. I believe in you. I believe in us. I believe in the power of us together. What's our path? Okay, the paths suck. I don't believe in you. I don't believe in us. I don't believe in us together. Our best path is this left hand with 2 late elites. How the hell am I going to be ready to take on 2 late elites? Is there an early enough shop to help me fix my... No, not necessarily at all. Give me 2 random relics. Galactic Dust. For every 10 stars spent, gain 10 block, and Potion Belts. Upon pickup, gain 2 potion slots. Alright, maybe. Yeah, that might help. Let's see. Alright, Leaf Slime in the front line is going to dedicate 2 strikes, which means I'm probably going to take 7 damage next turn, 4 damage next turn. Could have sworn you did 12 damage, Leaf Slime. Solar Strike, Know Thy Place, and Terraforming. I wonder if I just take a Solar Strike here. Especially because it does upgrade to give you a 2nd star, and I am going to be using Galactic Dust as a primary defensive tool. Ooh. Yeah, 100 gold. Transform 2 strikes for me. I was really hoping for something with a star cost. The crash landing could help. The right circumstance, it could help. Ooh, Shining Strike? Yeah, basically all of my star gain is resolved with that. Remove a card from the deck, add Guilty to the deck. Yes. I got a lot more strikes than I need. Solar Strike, Glitter Stream to deal with 4 of the block that we have to develop this turn. Turns out we were easily going to overblock the turn after that anyway. Woof. Lunar Blast doesn't really fit in this deck. Celestial Might, nor Wrought in War. I really need a... like, something that costs stars to deal damage, ideally. Devastate? My god. I'd go ballistic for a Devastate. Oh my gosh. No more damage for me, please. Ooh, Particle Wall. That turns our additional stars into a lot of defense, which is nice. Solar Strike's gonna want an uppies. Great, that is. Our potions aren't half bad. They'll certainly help us take an elite. I don't want to throw a weak ball because you debuff next turn. Nope, never mind. You do not debuff. Thankfully, I had a block, so actually it was still fine not to do. Yucky. I'll take the 4 damage. Hold the potion instead. Orbit, Begone, Crescendo. Orbit? This early? I think it's something I can just take and benefit from. Yeah, raise your max HP by 10. I'll rest before this elite fight. We'll be using the... Ooh. I was planning on using the Blessing of the Forge immediately, but... Oh, God. Fighting this enemy is kind of dissuading me from that right now. Here's your weak part. Bitterstream Shining Strike. Yeah, maybe that was a really bad idea. I'll use the Blessing of the Forge and we'll upgrade Strike and Shining Strike enough to be able to kill the enemy and make it so goes into the deck because it's a very good card. Especially if you've got Particle Wall and a lot of generation already. A lot of star generation, that is. I'm not thrilled about the fact that we're going to be taking so much damage in this fight right before the next elite. So just in case you thought I was thrilled about that, I want you to know. You're wrong. You miscalculated me on this one. Orbit should have been played at the top of that turn if I was going to be doing it at all. Oh my god. Ugh, okay, never mind. I feel like I'm probably going to see Meow in a couple seconds' time. That's a lot of damage you just decided to do to me, friend. I never pulled Make It out of the deck once. Oh, boy. That's alignment. Devastate also would have helped. Maybe I should go for that. But we got alignment. Wait a second. Yeah. Would have needed to play an additional skill that turn to pull it back. Stream Venerate. Strike. Yeah. Yeah, this one's going pretty much exactly how I would have expected. I'm gonna King's Forge and drop 25 damage on you. There we go. So there is the lucky possibility out there that we draw into Crash Landing and finish the fight. I have exactly one more opportunity to do that. Yep. I would have loved to have picked up a couple more defensive tools that were consistent there rather than just the particle wall. Yep. That's a classic case of getting your star gain before you get your star costs. And I prefer my runs to be getting my star costs before I get my star gains. Then I know what direction to complain. What do we get going on here? Okay, hang on. Coward's Path not that bad on this floor. Hey, there's a 2-shop Coward Path. Relatively low likelihood that I hit both of those with the amount to remove. Unless I take a pearl. Give me a pearl. I don't take the golden pearl enough, I feel. Well, it was either that or I was going to get an upgrade on Venerate from Homanda. Woof. Very glad I had the full defend on one of those turns, at least. Alright, I'll take the Shining Strike. But don't you goddamn betray me and not give me anything. Lose 9 HP, choose card to transform. I have added a strike, so let's take one out. Knockout Blow. Even more star gain, but thankfully in the early game, Knockout Blow is also just a good amount of damage. Hell yeah. Stardust. That's a way to spend X. 0 energy cost, X star cost. Deal damage X times. Pretty good. Begone, Crush Under, Collision Course. I have no sources of AoE just yet, so I pick up Crush Under. First upgrade, I want Knockout Blow to have 8 more damage. Ooh. That's fun. Radiate. Deal 3 damage to all enemies for each star gain this turn. Resonance. No. Just give me Radiate. And then the Lantern. Yeah, additional energy on turn 1. I wanted to remove a card so badly, but you offered me a Lantern. And that activates every fight. Joke will die when I do. Alright. Or when people ask me to do it. Knockout Blow. Yeah, the whole 18 damage of it all, 18 damage after you do a frail debuff, that's just real mean, Fleckenid. Oh my god. I'm really glad I'm on a coward's path right now. Know thy place, Begone Crescent Spear. I want to keep this a little thin if I can. Create a card in the deck with Stardust and Radiate both in here. Let's upgrade Venerate. Vambrace. The first time you gain block from a card each combat, gain twice that much. Yeah, Crush Under, definitely. Stardust isn't going to kill anyone. I can take 3 damage down, though. Get him with Radiate! Gather Light. Gain block and star. Yes. Cloak of Stars and Hidden Cache. 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 Catch it. The funny one about this is because I've been intentionally trying to train you to understand that I will misspeak words as a joke, some people don't know. Australian English actually says it cache, by the way. I had to make sure of that, because I've only ever heard people in my life say it cache, and then I've been saying that myself consistently. And then the Americans and English people both taking issue with the same pronunciation. Usually that doesn't happen. Usually the Australians are like, oh, we adopted one of these two. Did you know in the 70s, Australians used to call it a mal? M-A-L? M-A-L-L, rather. It was pronounced mal. And then we imported the American version mall. And now we just call them Westfields. Hidden Cache? Gamma Blast for the extended vulnerability and weakness certainly appeals as well. I like Cloak of Stars. Alright, let's go Cloak of Stars removal. Keep on the coward line. I'll rest here. It's Vanzim at the end, so I'm a little scared that I might, like, maybe should rest an additional turn. Only I had Radiate in that hand. Uh-huh. Reflects. Incredible, incredible block. Knockout blow with vulnerability does 19 more damage. 19 more damage on top of that is 57. That's lethal on the back line immediately. No, Fuzzy Crawler Worm. You do not get to play today. Orbit, Hidden Cache. I want to say Orbit makes sense, but I think that Hidden Cache makes more sense. I desperately don't want to rest here. I want to do everything except for resting here. I feel like if I don't rest here, I probably die, though. Because I don't have the ability to consistently weaken the boss on the right turns, and I don't have, like, any consistency here. So if I just, like, dead draw, I dead draw. D-E-A-D, draw. I die. Do any of these upgrades really transform us? Crush under a little bit. I'm going to take the rest. If I end this fight under 35 health, you'll know that saved me. I'll use Heart of Iron here as well. Oh, hell yeah. Kidding me? Having access to weak on that turn? Perfect. Stardust for 60 damage. I've got a Shining Strike being thrown back atop the deck consistently, so... yeah, I don't have to worry about still missing out on Starcaster things. Also, I'll take 1 damage here rather than spend the star. Because I still do need to save stars for stuff. As much as I want to do 38 damage here. Come on! No, we didn't get the weekend draw. No. No. Oh, Falling Star and Radiate were both there. They would be incredible. All right. All I gotta do is survive until I draw. There we go. Draw Stardust. All right. Good thing I rested. Beat into shape. Now, I usually don't consider you so highly, but we have multiple cards in this deck that cost 0 energy but do a bunch of hits. There's also Make It So, which we would trigger quite consistently as well. I like the idea of throwing a ridiculous Radiate at someone and then just beat into shape, and then I have a blade that just has 100 damage for the turn to follow up. Goopy? Pale's Legion. Double block gain from a card, then goes to sleep for 2 turns. The very first card I play each combat gives me 4 times block. As much as I do love that, there's no, like, persistent block gain in this deck. There's no, like, you know, toric toughness or something like that. Coward's Path here still ends in an elite. Still probably correct. Because then I could take Pale's Tooth, remove 5 cards from this deck, and have them come back upgraded. And... like... probably be... Crush Under, Gather Light... Feed into Shape, Hidden Cache, and Reflect. Because, like, I can still function as a deck for a little bit of time without those. And, of course, get a lot more powerful as they come back. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. So Radiator's now 15 damage to everyone. In increments of 3 damage. Could scarcely worked out better. Oh, Beat into Shape is back. But go on, Roared in War, Crescent Spear, no thank you. Not being able to stun him on that first turn really hurt. Don't need any of those. Ooh, silent cards. Yeah, silent cards. I'm looking for defensive silent cards. Dodge and roll's not bad. Prepared's also pretty good. The only one of these that could possibly matter to me is Pinpoints, and I don't have enough card draw for it to do so. After Image. Right? Well, Blade of Ink actually would give strength to the Radiates and the... I'll take Blade of Ink. Then... on Dodge and Roll, actually. Oh. Managed to kill him. Had to use a strength bod to do it, to be fair, though. I don't like that I'm currently having to dedicate an entire turn towards killing that, and then I just take a hit. This'll help. Reflect is back and better than ever. I still feel like another Cloak of Stars kind of makes sense in this deck if I'm doing as much star gain as I am. I'll also rest. Probably even in both. Mm-hmm. 10 damage to the end of your backline. I mean, knockout blow saves me the most health, but still losing 16 health here is not ideal. Royal Gamble. I'll rest again. Blood Vial at the start of combat, heal for 2 HP, and ooh, Strike Dummy. Hey, Shining Strike is a strike. Exterminate or Squash. I have no vulnerability, so Squash sounds good to me. Oh, Another copy of Radiate. It doesn't spend a resource, Radiate. It just wants to see how many stars we've gained this turn, so more copies of it are typically still good. This sucks. I'm going to use Liquid Bronze because this fight hates it when you do that. So ridiculously much overblock on that turn. Please don't kill me. I really want to continue playing the video game, please. Oh. I don't want to use Stardust that turn. This turn, I can Royal Gamble. Then Radiate. Wait, I should have Shining Struck first, oops. Beat into shape, and then I can show you the Sovereign Blade we built. Told ya! I told you that was the thing we could do! We did it! Yay! Woohoo! It worked! Charge. Transform 2 cards in our draw pile. There are certainly cards currently in our draw pile that I would remove like that. The Insatiable doesn't have cards I would remove like that. If anything, the Insatiable... Oh my god. Oh no. No, come on! And then you make me fight an extra elite? You... I legitimately think we had a chance before this. Oh, I'm salted. Oh. Can't do this to me. You can't. You guys, please. No, and then Radiate's in the wrong hand for everything. 1, 2, 3. Radiate does 1 damage 5 times. I literally... Yeah, if I blocked at the top of the turn and then weaken the enemy, I was still going to be dying here. I wasn't planning for the extra elite. All right. This is it. This is the real run. We pick up a Silver Crucible before we even look at the map because of how confident we are in this Coward's Path here. Oh, look at that valuable Coward's Path. Let me pick up some early upgrades to the deck. Bad draw cycle. Thankfully, we still kill. Give me the Photon Cut. It does damage. It does damage. It says the word damage on it. And if I see Kingly, if I see anything that says the word Kingly on it, oh, I know what happens. Put those two together, make a smiley face. Furnace, Bulwark, and Collision Course. I gotta say, I'll take Bulwark. 16 block, Forge 13. I get to fully defend myself while I build a blade that does something? Well, that sounds like it's got value. Refined Blade. Forge 10, next turn, gain an energy. Okay. You did it. You got me to take a Forge build. Now can you make me not regret it? One hell of an act. Guiding Star, 1 and 2 stars. Deal 12 damage next turn, draw 2 cards. I gotta say, there is some part of me that, no, Raps, don't take star spend. There is some part of me that feels like that might be the best draw that you have access to as this character at this time. I'm not gonna be thrilled if that is the case, though. Child of the Stars. Whenever you gain star, gain 2 block for each star spent. Sorry, whenever you spend stars, not gain. I'll take glue. It's both glue and glow. Oh, no bulwark. Shame. Thankfully, I know it's lethal if I draw it. There it is. Refine Blade, Knockout Blow, Know Thy Place. Know Thy Place for a second source of weakness that costs 0 is really important. I also want that upgraded so that I can throw it flippantly rather than having to hold on to it and figuring out if I'm going to use it again later. Yeah, shop. Devastate. I need something that actually spends our stars, and Devastate is just a really good damage card for doing that. Hegemony I also quite like, but I feel like I've got enough damage in this deck that I can avoid that. Can be clumsy. Ugh. Amethyst Aubergine, did it have to be? Know thy place, worm. I'm not willing to take 12 on this. Cure all. Draw me a... There you go. Get got. Alright, we're all good. Particle Wall, Manifest Authority? Oh no, Particle Wall. Yeah. 0 cost block with this much support already in the deck? Yeah, it's gotta be. Upgrade to random if I get, damn, a non-strike or defend upgraded there, I'm gonna be pretty thrilled about it. Was gonna be the completion of that sentence. Should pretty much just be able to spend whatever stars I want. That was a ridiculous amount of damage for a single turn right there. Bulwark giving us full defense as well as actually advancing our win condition at the same time. Oh. Oh, it's doing stuff to me. Defending, in particular. Yeah, 77, boss down. I'm already safe here. Oh my god. Is this the first time I've ever... I was about to say, is this the first time I've ever managed to full block the incoming attack? No, because I still take 1 damage. God damn it. Genesis, way too much star gain. Definitely don't need it. Heavenly Drill. I love the idea of Heavenly Drill being good. I would need a lot of energy gain to really support it. Monarch's Gaze, I'm not attacking enough. Give me Heavenly Drill, and then we'll figure out how to make it work. Come on! That's not energy. That's not how it works. Sealed Throne. Whenever you play a card, gain a star. I mean, you know, that plus... I mean, 2 of those plus Particle Wall. Transform all strikes and defends. 2 block cards in the deck after that. Runic Pyramid is really good, and Runic Pyramid would just guarantee that I never lose particle walls, so I just yeah, okay, never mind. It's it's Runic, and it was absurd that I thought of anything else. Ooh, how do I feel about Cowardice this floor, though? Great removals if I want them. Hell yeah, there it is! We did it! We drew our perma block! Great, 2 attacks will put you on the ground. And then it's easy to finish. I do want Devastate back. I don't think I need Shining Strike, though. Oh my god. Oh, what a perfect turn. Bulwark and then you just draw? 1 Refined Blade. I'll do it. But only because I know Devastate is able to split the next turn as well. Resonance isn't bad. You can hold it for the right time. It's pretty bad against this boss, though. It's really good against the Queen next floor. All strength removal is, because a lot of the Queen's damage is relying on the fact that she gives you both frail, so you can't defend properly, vulnerable, so you take additional damage, and she multi-attacks. So if you take away her strength, she no longer multiplies the number by the same vulnerability, and she's multi-attacking, so she loses that as well. I'm almost leaning nothing. I almost lent nothing so hard I lent nothing. Know thy place. Excellent. I'm just gonna kill the Parafrite this turn. Yeah, Particle Wall changes the game fundamentally for us. Trying to use my worst available tools to accomplish it each turn. Okay. One star. One star's not going to be enough by itself. Photon Cut would be really helpful, but I got to draw through the deck to get to it. That's what they call a miss. Soft Blade's up to 33, so at least it's capable of killing Parafrite by itself now. If I can't get back to my Stargain, I'm actually going to have a problem. So I need to be able to play out the cards a lot faster. Oh my god. I feel like the only turn that I have a chance to actually win here is when I've got the blade in hand and I get vulnerability and I've got devastate. Like I've got everything lined up. It's increasingly just unreasonable is the thing to even get. 20 damage taken that turn. It's getting about as bad as it can. I don't know what other turn I was supposed to start going aggressive here. Can't even cast Devastate here. I can't even take out the front line. I thought my star generation was high enough that that we were going to be able to use Particle Wall consistently as our entire defense. I forgot that if I'm using Particle Wall consistently as my entire defense, I'm going to fill my entire hand with cards that I can't play. Cards with star costs, cards that defend, just inefficient for our defense. And because of that, we're going to stop cycling the deck that quickly, and because of that, we'll die. I could have thrown the weak potion at any point in this combat. It wouldn't really have changed much unless I chose to attack different targets at the right time. This would have been so good. It's the particle barricade. All you need is stars. You got it. Ugh. I'll figure you out one day. I promise. It's not going to be today, though. Because today, I'm just going to go demonstrate that I still know how to play the Necrominer in the next episode. And until then, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. Top left is a series playlist for all of my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below, streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays at or above the thank tier. And special thanks this episode to Coldheart. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves. Hopefully see you next time.